one of the oldest fairy tale parks in the world, hidden in the forests of the Netherlands, and we only had 8 hours to explore it. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Life in Moments, and today we're going somewhere I've wanted to visit for a long time. Efteling, a theme park in the Netherlands that's been running since 1952. Built not around superheroes or movies, but around fairy tales, folklore, and ancient legends. And honestly, that makes all the difference. We came as a family. 2 kids, 1 day, and a park that's way bigger than it looks on the map. And before this video ends, I'll share a few tips that could save you a lot of time when you visit. One of them I really wish someone had told us beforehand, so stick around. The entrance to Efteling is called the House of the 5 Senses. This giant building with a thatched roof that curves like a traditional Dutch bonnet. You step through it and suddenly, you're in another world. The first thing that hits you is the sheer beauty of the place. Wide paths, hundreds of flowers, old trees, perfectly manicured lawns. And ahead, a huge lake, calm and glittering in the morning light. I could only imagine how magical it looks after sunset with the fountains running. But we had no time to stand and stare. We had a park to explore. And our first stop, a cave, with a 5D cinema inside. Yeah, we didn't see that coming either. On the way to the fairy tale forest, we stumbled upon a cave. And inside, a short animated film in a fully immersive 5D cinema. The kids were completely glued, water dripping from above, logs swinging down, seats vibrating at exactly the right moments. It was one of those things where you don't expect much, and then you can't stop smiling. Right after that, we went down into a cave restaurant below, and this was genuinely unexpected. Inside, surrounded by stalactites and soft lighting, there were life-size animatronic animals. A polar bear, an orangutan, a bear, a turtle, and an entire underwater world glowing in the background. The kids wanted to stay. The parents had a schedule. Classic family trip moment. From the cave, we made our way to what is probably the most famous part of this park. A forest. But not just any forest, one where fairy tales come to life. Now, if you have kids, this next section is for you. If fairy tales and enchanted forests aren't really your thing, feel free to skip ahead a few minutes. Coming up after the forest, a panoramic view from the sky, a medieval water adventure, and a ride that left me genuinely breathless. This place is something else. The fairy tale forest is the oldest part of Efteling, and walking through it feels like stepping inside a storybook. Sleeping Beauty, Hansel and Gretel, Rapunzel, all here, built into the forest itself. Not on screens, not as flat illustrations, as real scenes you walk past, stop at, discover around corners. And everything moves. Everything talks. There are characters that react when you get close, little shows that play out in front of you, hidden details that the kids spot before you do. It's the kind of place where you just let them lead and follow. And somewhere around here, we got hungry. Which brings me to something worth knowing about how this park handles food and payments. There are restaurants and cafes literally everywhere in Efteling. We sat down for lunch, sandwiches, drinks, some genuinely delicious ice cream. Simple, but exactly what you need midday. One thing to know, many places in the park use a cashless card system. You load money onto a special card at the entrance or kiosks and use it throughout the park. It's convenient once you figure it out. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, I want to bring my family here too, then here's something useful. I've put together a travel resource page specifically for trips like this one. You'll find tickets to Efteling, nearby hotels so you can actually stay for more than one day, travel insurance, and an eSIM so you stay connected the moment you land. No roaming surprises. Everything in one place. The link is in the description below and pinned in the first comment. If you're planning a visit, it's worth a look. Before the big rides, we spotted something unusual. A large circular platform on a long mechanical arm, slowly rising high above the park. This is the Pagoda. We joined the queue, stepped onto the platform, and it lifted us up, gently rotating the whole time, giving you a 360-degree view as you ascend. And when you get to the top, the entire park is laid out below you. The lake, the forests, the castle towers, the roller coasters, all of it. I'm not afraid of heights, so for me this was just stunning. Pure visual reward. On the way down, we passed a beautiful lake where you can rent small boats. People were drifting quietly between the swans. A completely different kind of afternoon than what was about to come. Because next, we found the Flying Dutchman. And let me tell you, the queue was long, but every single minute was worth it. The Flying Dutchman, a water coaster built around the legend of the ghost ship. The queue takes you through a medieval castle, actual stone walls, flickering torches, old barrels, crates, ropes. It doesn't feel like a waiting area. It feels like a journey. You walk through long corridors filled with artifacts, past a quayside where boats bob in dark water. The atmosphere pulls you in completely. Then you board. The boat slides into a narrow channel and the light fades away. Complete darkness. Just water underneath you, the creak of wood, and cold, damp air. Slowly you start to climb. Smoke fills the air around you. And then, for just 1 second, daylight. And here we go. What a rush! Oh wow, we just absolutely smashed into that water. That was insane. Best feeling in the park, no question. I loved every second of it. I would go back just for that. After that, I honestly wanted another round, but the park had other plans, including one attraction that turned into one of the day's most unexpected stories. The deeper you go into Efteling, the bigger the rides get. Classic roller coasters, you hear them before you see them. That sound of wheels on track, screaming, that specific kind of laughter that only happens at the top of a drop. I watched. I considered. I decided the queue of 45 minutes made the decision for me. There's also a huge pirate ship, the kind that swings in a full arc and puts your stomach somewhere near your throat. We watched that one too. But what we really wanted to try was Dance of Death.
Welcome to a world that feels like fantasy, where every road unlocks another mystery. Castles shine and dragons fly, dreams are dancing through the sky. This is more than just a ride. Today, we're writing memories that never fade away. Wooden coasters, fairy lights, magic waking up the night. Every heartbeat says explore, there's always something waiting more. Round and round the moments fly, time forgets to say goodbye. If this dream should ever end, we'll be back again. Welcome to the land where stories come alive, where every little child inside survives. One more laugh, one more surprise, wonder shining in our eyes. Today we'll never want to say goodbye, because the magic always stays here.
But what we really wanted to try was Dance of Death, an attraction that opened just at the end of 2024. From the outside, it looks like a ruined Gothic abbey, dark, crumbling, unsettling in exactly the right way. The legend of a vanished conductor from 1876. The whole thing is set to Saint-Saëns' Dance of Death. We joined the queue, waited, got all the way inside, past the tombstones and the candlelit decor. And then, over the loudspeaker, an announcement. Technical delay. Show on hold. Please wait. Our bus had a fixed departure time. The park is enormous and we still had to make it back to the entrance. So that was it. Dance of Death. Still a mystery. Unfinished business. All right, the tips I promised at the start. These are the things I wish I'd known before we went. 1. Buy your tickets online in advance. It's cheaper, they're valid for a full year with an open date, and you skip the ticket queue entirely. I've put together a resource page where you can sort it all in one place. The link is in the description. 2. Download the Efteling app before you arrive. This is not optional. Without it, you will get lost. The park is genuinely massive, and the printed maps don't tell you half of what the app does. Live queue times, show schedules, navigation. Get the app. 3. Queue times for popular rides can hit 30 to 50 minutes in peak season. Prioritize in the morning. The busiest attractions fill up fast. 4. Plan for more than one day. We had 8 hours and didn't come close to seeing everything. 2 days minimum to do it properly. Efteling isn't just a theme park. It's a place that was built with real care. For the stories, for the details, for the feeling you get when you're standing in the middle of it all. 8 hours wasn't enough. It never will be. But every hour we spent there, the cave, the fairy tales, the view from up high, the rush of that water coaster, it all felt worth it. That's what this channel is about. Not ticking boxes. Just being present in moments that surprise you. If you're thinking about visiting Efteling, go. The link to buy tickets and everything you need to plan the trip is in the description and pinned in the comments. If you're new here, welcome to Life in Moments. There's a lot more of the world left to explore together. Hit subscribe, leave a like if this was worth your time, and I'll see you in the next one.